Imagine walking into a store with a $100 bill. 20 years ago, that money felt powerful. Today, you walk out with a bag of groceries, 3 receipts, and a mild identity crisis. Everything feels more expensive. But here's the interesting part. Not everything that costs more is a bad deal. Some things are still worth every penny. Others have become financial black holes disguised as normal purchases. Millions of Americans are spending more than ever, while getting less value than ever. So today we're counting down 5 things that are no longer worth paying for in America. And the number one item might be the most controversial of all. Let's get started. Let's start with a classic. The brand new car. For generations, buying a new car was considered a symbol of success. You worked hard, you got the promotion, you bought the new car. Simple. But today's math tells a different story. You spend $40, $50, sometimes $60,000. Then you drive off the lot. And just like that, the value starts dropping, faster than ice cream melting in the Arizona sun. The average new car payment in America is now over $700 per month. Then add insurance, add fuel, add maintenance, add registration fees. Before long, your car isn't transportation anymore. It's a second rent payment. And here's the funny part. The person driving a reliable 3-year-old Toyota is often building more wealth than the person driving a brand new luxury SUV. One is trying to impress strangers. The other is growing an investment account. Future, you probably knows which one is the better deal. Let's talk about food delivery because honestly, it feels amazing. A few taps on your phone, and someone brings tacos directly to your front door. Human civilization has truly accomplished incredible things. Until the bill arrives. Your meal costs $15. Sounds reasonable. Then comes the delivery fee, the service fee, the convenience fee, the small order fee, the mysterious fee that nobody seems able to explain, and finally, the tip. Suddenly, that $15 meal costs $30. At that point, the burrito didn't get delivered. It flew first class. Now, there's nothing wrong with ordering food occasionally, but when it becomes a daily habit, things get expensive fast. You're not just paying for food, you're paying for convenience every single day. And convenience is one of the most expensive subscriptions people don't realize they're paying for. Remember when cable TV was the center of home entertainment? Hundreds of channels, live sports, movies, news. Back then it felt like the future. Today? Many households are paying over $100 every month to watch the same handful of channels. Meanwhile, streaming services offer more flexibility and often lower costs. The irony is pretty funny. Cable companies used to sell convenience. Now, canceling cable sometimes feels more convenient than keeping it. Paying for hundreds of channels you never watch is like renting a giant mansion and only using one bedroom. Sure, you have access to everything, but are you actually using it? For many Americans, the answer is no. Now let's talk about something a little controversial. Luxury status items. Designer clothes, expensive watches, high-end accessories. There's absolutely nothing wrong with buying nice things. The problem starts when you're buying them to impress other people. Think about it. Some people spend thousands of dollars on products designed to attract attention from people they don't even know. That's a bit like setting money on fire and hoping strangers applaud. The reality is simple. Most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to spend much time thinking about your shoes, your watch, or your handbag. Meanwhile, that same money could be invested, growing quietly in the background, year after year. One choice buys attention, the other buys options, and options are usually worth a lot more. And finally, the annual smartphone upgrade. Every year, a new phone arrives. A slightly better camera, a slightly faster processor, a few new features, and suddenly, perfectly good phones start feeling ancient. Let's be honest. Most modern smartphones are already incredibly powerful. Many people use a $1,000 device primarily for texting, scrolling social media, and watching videos. That's like buying a Formula One race car just to drive to the mailbox. Yet millions of consumers upgrade every year, not because they need to, because marketing convinced them they do. The newest phone isn't always improving your life. Sometimes it's just improving a company's quarterly earnings. Now, this isn't about never spending money. Money is meant to improve your life. The goal isn't to become the world's most extreme saver. The goal is to spend intentionally, because every dollar has a job. A dollar can buy temporary excitement, or it can buy long-term freedom. The challenge is knowing the difference. The wealthiest people aren't always the highest earners. They're often the people who understand value the best. They know when something is worth paying for, and when it isn't. So let's recap. 5 things that may no longer be worth paying for in America. Brand new cars, daily food delivery, cable TV, luxury status items, and constant phone upgrades. Of course, everyone's situation is different. What feels wasteful to one person may be valuable to another, but asking yourself one simple question can change your finances forever. Am I paying for real value, or am I paying for appearance, convenience, and habit? Because sometimes the smartest financial move isn't earning more money. It's keeping more of the money you already have. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below. What's one thing you stopped buying that saved you a surprising amount of money? Drop a like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Mr.SixFinance signing off. Catch you in the next video.